Welcome back to Movie Mo Show. Today we are going to review the zombie thriller film, Scout's Guide to a Zombie Apocalypse. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. In the hallways of a research facility, Ron the janitor, Blake Anderson, may be heard jamming out to Black Widow at the beginning of the movie. He approaches the area where Dr. Peter Morris, Theo Kipri, is engaged in work. Ron cleans up as Peter goes to the vending machine to fetch a bite. Behind a curtain, he spots something. He discovers a man there who is pale and venous and has tubes connecting him to a machine. The man jerks when Ron clutches his wrist, causing Ron to fall backward and damage the device. He tries to mend it, then starts to perform CPR on the man until he notices that his gums are bleeding. He uses his hands to try to revive him, but they only manage to penetrate the man's gut. While Peter is attempting to get a bag of chips from his pocket, the man leaps up and begins flinging Ron around the room. Ron appears from the chamber fully zombified and assaults Peter as he reaches for the sack. The sack then gradually sinks to the ground. On the day of Scout registration, 3 Boy Scouts and childhood friends, Ben, Ty Sheridan, Carter, Logan Miller, and Augie, Joey Morgan, are with their Scout leader Rogers, David Keckner. Only one child is present, but he leaves after watching the silly video. Rogers, while feeling defeated, tells the lads that tonight is a momentous occasion for Augie since he will receive his Condor badge. Carter informs Ben that they need to tell Augie that they want to stop being Scouts even though they have been around for the past 2 years following the passing of Augie's father as they are returning home. Ben believes they should stick around for their friend, while Carter is more interested in making out with chicks. Ben then runs over a deer on the highway, blowing a tire. Carter notices his sister Kendall, Halston Sage, her boyfriend Jeff, Patrick Schwarzenegger, and friend Chloe, Nikki Koss, arrive as they are changing it. Despite Kendall seeing Ben as her younger brother and Carter being unaware, Ben develops a crush on her. While Ben converses with Kendall, Carter strikes up a conversation with the other two and receives an invitation to a nighttime senior celebration. Ben finds the deer later, but it's not where it was when it fell. Carter informs Ben that they can attend Augie's badge ceremony and sneak away to the party when he is sleeping since he believes it will change their lives. Carter is told by his grumpy elderly neighbor Ms. Fielder, Cloris Leachman, to keep his waste bins away from her driveway as Ben takes him home. Rogers strolls through the forest and discovers Peter's badge. In the bushes, he hears something rustling. In its zombie state, the deer emerges and seeks to attack Rogers. He uses his lucky dagger to strike the deer in the eye, but Peter the zombie then bit him in the throat. Ben and Carter stop at the liquor store on their way to the ceremony so Carter can give an intoxicated bum $20 to buy them beer. This backfires because the man causes a commotion inside the shop. Denise, Sarah Dumont, a woman who allegedly dropped out of the boys' high school and became a stripper, is seen walking by. When her purse handle breaks, Ben is there to help and ties it with a unique knot. Before going to work at the strip business across the street, Lawrence of Alabia, Denise notices that Carter is trying to get the money back from the bum. She enters and calmly takes the money and buys the beers for the boys. Augie meets Ben and Carter in the woods as he is already preparing his camping equipment. All through the afternoon and into the evening, the boys loiter and be silly. Then they cook marshmallows over a fire. Augie uses a lighter after failing to start the fire using a flint. Ben begins to feel a little guilty about wanting to leave when Carter departs for a short while and Augie expresses his happiness at getting to spend time with his buddies. When Ben and Carter leave after Augie nods off, Augie suddenly appears on the highway. Despite being heartbroken and dissatisfied, he tells the boys to go to the party even though he is aware of it. Carter and Ben make a brief visit at the booze store. Ben notices that the glass door is broken. Carter notices that the strip joint's bouncer is missing. Ben is persuaded to accompany him inside. Ben is sitting by the stage as Carter runs to the ATM to withdraw cash. A stripper enters and begins to perform. When Carter arrives, the zombie stripper mounts the pole and proves that she is a zombie by spitting blood from her gaping neck wound. The bouncer is also a zombie, the boys discover as they flee. Carter hides from the stripper as he pursues Ben into the restroom. She frees him from behind the bar, but Carter stabs her to death with a shattered glass bottle. Blood seeps from the open cut onto his face as a result. With a shotgun, Denise, who is actually a cocktail waitress, appeals and shoots the bouncer in the head. The boys gradually understand that they are truly dealing with a zombie outbreak as the three run outside. As a swarm of zombies draws near, they sprint to Ben's vehicle. Ben speeds out of there, losing his spare tire in the process. Before the boys drive off, Denise stops the zombies as the boys hurriedly change the tire. Augie visits Roger's residence. Apart from an odd assortment of Dolly Parton memorabilia, he doesn't see anyone there. Then, after going to the bathroom, Augie comes back into the living room to discover a zombie Rogers. He follows Augie all the way down to the basement, where he finds a gas lighter and a can of lighter fluid to set his scout leader on fire. Rogers is then bound, and he departs. When Ben, Carter, and Denise visit the sheriff's office, they notice a sign announcing the evacuation of the town. The three flee inside as the zombie horde approaches. Police officers are now zombies, thus they must lock themselves in a jail. After spotting Ben's automobile, Augie arrives and blasts Crank Dat Soulja Boy to frighten away the undead. The three attempt to remove the key from the wall as the zombies depart. Before Augie arrives and unintentionally kicks the keys into a drain pipe, Ben is able to retrieve the keys using Carter's condoms as a chain. Fortunately, Augie uses his knife to open the latch. When a zombie enters, Ben stabs it in the head. They depart. The four encounter the inebriated loser dressed as a zombie as they proceed down the road. A zombie wearing a Britney Spears shirt prompts Carter and Augie to perform Baby One More Time together in an attempt by Augie to assert himself using his scout's knowledge. Then a soldier fires a bullet into the jerk's head. In order for the four to save Kendall, he drives them to the party location that Carter was given. However, Jeff provided Carter with the address of a sewage plant, since it is full of shit because it is. Augie informs Carter that he is aware of what it is like to be taken advantage of. Then Carter acknowledges that he and Ben had already decided to stop being scouts. As a result, Carter is enraged when Augie informs him that Ben has a thing on Kendall. They learn on the radio that the town would be bombarded in less than 2 hours, which only makes matters worse. The soldier transforms into a zombie and attacks Denise as the boys struggle. She uses the car door to slam the zombie's head as the boys assist her. They drive the truck to Kendall's house since Carter surmises that she likely noted the party's location in her diary. They come across a half-burned Rogers in the boys' neighborhood and run him over. They enter Carter's home in search of the journal. Until they hear a sound from downstairs, they search through Kendall's room. Carter and Augie visit to have a look. When Denise later views a photo of Kendall, she realizes why Ben likes her so much. She requests a kiss from Ben after noticing his lack of self-assurance. Thoughtlessly, he headbutts Denise. Later, she performs it for him. Several zombies, including Ms. Fielder, break into Carter's house. When Carter and Augie push her against a window to break it and then slice off her head, she attacks him and tries to literally eat his behind. More zombies charge in. The group engages in combat with them before running to Kendall's room to use the trampoline and scale the fence. Carter, Denise, and Augie go first, and Ben follows them. Kendall's diary spills out of the drawer holding her panties as the zombies invade the space. When Ben reaches for it, there are too many zombies on the trampoline and in the room for him to successfully leap. Ben gets ready to jump but almost falls until he grabs a hold of a zombie penis. After Denise diverts the zombies, the penis rips off, and Ben tumbles to the ground. The group stumbles upon Ms. Fielder's zombie cats when they enter her house. They manage to get away from them and enter the garage where they steal her car before leaving. The location of the gathering is revealed to the boys. Finding a motorcycle, Denise rides off to seek assistance. Ben offers a motivational speech to his friends about how they will defeat the zombies and save their friends. Before leaving for the party, they make a stop at a hardware store and pick up a number of goods. Chloe and her lover Travis, Lucas Gage, enter a room inside the party for Travis to have sex with Chloe. She declines but lets him take her out to dinner. Travis is killed when a zombie with no lower jaw arrives. He briefly finishes off Chloe before transforming her into a zombie. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.